Hi guys, this video is going to show you how we're going to move around the kitchen. So it's just going to give you a wider sense of the flow. So we're not going to go into very much detail about each specific item. We have other videos for that. This is to just give you a sense of how to move. So just like every space, there is an efficient way to move around the room to ensure that you're taking the least number of steps, right? But also to make sure that you don't miss anything, right? So I want you to really pay attention of how I'm moving through the kitchen around the room. It's gonna be a little bit longer, but in the end, you will have a very good sense of what to do and what the expectation is. Okay guys, we're going to tackle this kitchen, and first things first, we're gonna start with the sink. Right, that Vim product needs a lot of rinsing, so we want to make sure that we're going to rinse between every single product we use. Okay, now we have a perfectly disinfected sink. I have noticed a bit of lime scale buildup along this faucet, so as my sink is filling up, I'm going to go and grab my Vim bathroom cleaner to get that lime scale off. So let's start filling up the sink with our Dawn dish soap. You don't need tons unless it's a greasy mess. Okay, so I've got the sink relatively filled up, like halfway full. You want a lot of water to be able to clean the whole kitchen with. And as this has been filling up, I've already started to clean the kitchen. I don't need to stand here and watch the sink fill up. I'm also letting that Vim bathroom dissolve the lime scale while I clean the island. One thing you'll notice when you're going along the counters as well is if your cloth is kind of sticking to that counter, it means something's stuck on there, and you can feel where it's stuck and you know where you need to give a little more scrub. I'm also drying the counters. It's very important to do so, otherwise you're going to get streaks. Be sure to rinse your cloth often while you're cleaning. You can't clean anything with a dirty cloth. So as you can see, I'm tackling this island, moving my way around it. It's the first part of the kitchen that I'm going to take care of. Now you don't want to do your stools first because I'm going to be putting crumbs and debris onto the floor. So it's kind of nonsensical to do the stools first before the countertop. Here we see some papers. If there is anything paper, this is again why we want to dry, because this will end up sticking to the countertop and then just leaving a papery mess. So a good idea, you must dry the counters. Not only just for that streak-free shine. Now the stools, I want you to let the cloth do the work. Not like this. And always dry. Not Sahara dry, but a dry. An important tip while you're doing the stools as well is to take a peek under here. Children are always touching this while they're sitting, so there's fingerprints, there's goobers. We will take care of that as well. One thing with the stools, remember high touch points, just like any area. People are grabbing onto the stools, they've been cooking. So this is where you're gonna get a lot of fingerprints and a lot of messes. Then let's just get down and dirty. And again, doing this in our classic clean, our maintenance, ensures that it never really gets too gross and it is an easy wipe and an easy dry. Once you've completed your island, either you're going to start on this end of the kitchen or you're going to start on this end. You're not going to be zigzagging back and forth. We want to reduce the number of steps we're taking, and we also want to be able to remember where we've gone. I'm going to start over here with the fridge. The edges of the fridge. My cloth is getting a little damp. I'm going to switch it out. You can't dry anything with a wet cloth. Defeats the purpose. And rinse. And as you can see, I'm always moving top to bottom and around the kitchen. Don't be afraid. If you must, just get some things out of your way. I like to wipe everything down and then I dry. Dry cloth. Dry everything. This is the polishing stage, and it's very important. Making sure you're sliding everything out of the way. Polishing also allows you to see anything you've missed, right? So if there is a little bit more gunk or something, it's that second look. I'm still moving around the kitchen in a circle. Now I'm going to tackle the pantry door. It is glass. You're going to want to use a cotton cloth, not a microfiber. You're also going to remember there's always a light in the pantry, and we want to get the knob on the other side of the door as well as the light switch in the pantry. All right, step by step, the kitchen is getting done. Pull everything out from the wall. You need to be able to access the backsplash, and then obviously the countertop underneath all of the items and appliances that are on the counter. Don't forget about the light switches. Clean every item on the counter and dry. I'm drying these items before I push them back up against the wall so I don't have to push them or dry them again and push them back. These get gunky, always nice to give a wipe. And as you can see, working top to bottom is very important because there's crumbs, they're all going to end up on the floor, and then of course we will vacuum them up. Pull up my pants. So I'm skipping the microwave and the oven as I go through. I'm going to go to the last part of the counter. Why? Because the stovetop and the microwave are always the greasiest, grubbiest part, and you don't want your water getting dirty before you start cleaning these. You want the clean water to the very end. Don't forget this little lip of the backsplash, and then pay attention to any spills along the walls. Not only just small appliances need to be taken care of, if there's decor on the counter, it also has to be dusted and ensured that it is completely clean. Always drying as well, polishing. And always ensuring that everything, excuse me, everything is placed back in its place. Don't move things around for people. They want to find their kitchen clean, but everything in its place. Another rinse, lots of rinsing happening. And as you can see, always that S motion. And now some drying happening. Now the microwave. I wouldn't want to do the stovetop first because anything in the microwave, crumbs, is going to fall. Top to bottom, everyone. Top to bottom. Now I'm noticing quite a little mess here. I'm going to use a little bit of Vim. I'm going to do that at the end though because I don't want that Vim cream going in my water while I'm cleaning everything else. Get rid of these. You're going to fold them nicely anyway. Leave no streaks behind. Take care of the microwave plate while I'm at it over here. So make sure you've rinsed off the Vim residue and then you can polish. Again, that polishing really gives you a chance at a second look of your scrub job. Seeing something I missed right here. This oven is on fire, guys. Second peek. Second peek in the microwave. Everything nice, neat, and tidy, please. Now, kitchen is complete. That is how we move. And I know that I've cleaned every nook and cranny of this kitchen, every cupboard, every handle. I don't even have to think about, did I miss something? Because I went around methodically, touching every aspect and moving in that circle. The other thing that you want to keep in mind, sometimes your toasters, there can be crumbs left, but when you're down here washing the floor, you have a chance to take a look at eye level. I can already see a crumb. Final step. Little finishing touches. Making everything pretty. And now we can empty the sink. I am going to grab the Vim at this point. It's been sitting around. It's dissolved the lime scale. I can rinse it off. We are not going to polish our faucet though, because we're going to need the sink for our mop water. We're going to be using the sink until the very end of the clean. So we will literally dry and polish this at the end of the clean. Thank you.